We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Jets. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Thomas. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment.
Chip Spirit. 11, 19 instructions. Good night.
Now Hall to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken.
Now it's Fields. And he'll find Hall. Still on his feet. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 74 yards. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive line, with the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it to now fall incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
Up, let's go. Angel. Go.
Here's Fields. And check down, complete to Hall. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2nd and 6.
Don't jump. Ready? 319. Can I cut? Get high.
On the option left is Fields. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Matter.
Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. Still going. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Here we go. No mas. Look at the eight. You got a mini base. Why not? Right.
To throw is Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go. Easy. Extend. Hey, can. Hey, 551.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Turn. Angel. Up. Hey, never mind. Monday. Tonight.
Here's Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early two-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. That's caught. It's Austin left side. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Rodgers. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Warren will try the right side. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And that's the type of play that will fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here we go. Extend. Green knife. Go. Go.
One play action. Fields. They'll roll him out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guy couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for him first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Here we go, son. Go. 158, 158,
Fields now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here we go, son. Green 19, got you right. Angel. Do it. Right.
A give running right is Hall. There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Back to throw. Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 3-19, right tonight.
Now Fields. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one. But sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet. Make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver. No grounding, nothing like that. But no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Hey, 10. 222, 220. Hey, 10.
Looking to throw. Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter. Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
In motion, the tight end. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Rodgers going to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth with an amazing diving catch. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Being able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Again to Hall running right. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This 2nd and 4.
Here we go, Ty. Go.
Back to throw. Fields throwing for the out route. He finds Wilson. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready? 331. 331. Angel. Out. Let's go. Hey, Ken. Right.
Looking to throw. Fields. Flushed out right. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 30-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Folks, kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest in first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Short throw to Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Jamie Sherwood there to make the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On play action, now Rodgers. He's got Smith here. And bulldozing his way through. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Johnson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will shrink to 6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 19. Hey, 551. 551. Let's go.
Now it's Fields. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Here's Allen. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go. We're good. 258.
Back to throw. Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
They'll run with Allen. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Gary.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
319. Get that. Right.
Looking to throw. Fields. Forced out to his left. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
331. Hey, never mind. Monday. Alpha. Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken.
Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Now that's a killer, because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here we go, Ty. Talk about shot. Hurry up, hurry up.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Here we go.
The Jets will line up for
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Rodgers now to throw. And the Jets pressure 2 notches. Down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd down and 6 now. Rodgers to throw once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. And again, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here it is, 4th and inches. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, it doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. Green 19, gonna set. Right.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 58, is that? Delta, Delta. Alpha, 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 Alpha.
Here's Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
26.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. This is 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Steelers.
And now down to 14 as he spikes it to stop the clock. They'll come up now on second down.
158.
Throwing now is Rodgers. This is Smith to the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone